All right, today's lesson is on organizing your desk. So we're going to review. Where in your notebook do you keep your weekly calendar? What should you prepare to do when you hear the phrase retrieve your calendar? What are the steps of the calendar strategy and what do they mean? Why should you record assignments and other important events on a calendar? Nice job answering these questions. Thank you for raising your hands. We're going to also review notice your neighbor because I'm going to use that phrase throughout this. So noticing your neighbor means that you compare with your neighbor, you help your neighbor, and you ask the teacher for help if you need it. The purpose of today's lesson is to organize your desk and to keep it clean. How to keep it clean. How can having an organized desk help you learn or help us create a productive learning environment? So you can find things faster, and that helps you to not waste time. And you can make sure that nothing will fall out of your desk and create clutter. So we're going to start to organize our desk, and I'm going to show you. So the first thing we're going to do is take everything out and put it on top of our desk. So here's the desk, and here's all the stuff. And it's just kind of thrown in there. So right now we're just taking everything out and putting it on top of our desk. The next thing we're going to do, number 2, is make a trash pile and an everything else pile. And I took it a step further and I made 4 piles because I just think it's going to help us be more organized. So, small items right there. Books. Let's see here. I think that's a book. Definitely a book. Books. Well, it's a notebook, so I'll put it with books. Folders. I'll put it with books because my other ones are trash and loose leaf paper. Here's some loose leaf paper. We have another book. Another book. Here's some more loose leaf paper and a notebook, and there's some trash. All right, so as you can see, we've organized it into 4 piles. The next thing we're going to do is throw away the trash. So luckily, we didn't have much, so we're just going to throw it away and come back and look for the next step. And, notice your neighbor. See if your other neighbor is also throwing away their trash. If they're kind of stuck, then what can you do? That's right. You can help them, or you can ask me to help them. Okay, so we're going to put loose paper in the notebook in the appropriate place. So here's my notebook, and here's the loose leaf paper. I'm going to set this camera down for a minute so that I can put it in. You can hear me. I'm opening my notebook and I'm finding the right place for it. I'm filing it. Awesome. So look, all my loose leaf paper is in a notebook. Awesome. All right, next one. And notice your neighbor. See if they're putting their loose leaf paper in the notebook in the appropriate place. If they're kind of stuck, ask if they need help. And if you can't help them, you can always ask your teacher. So the next thing we're going to do is put the small items in a small box. So here's my box. Here's my items. I'm going to just put everything in the small box. Oh, forgot the Elmer's glue. Perfect. And we close it. All right, and notice your neighbor. See if they're doing the same thing. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to group all like things together. So this is where we're going to separate the books and the notebooks and the folders. So trash is done, loose leaf paper is done, Small items are done and books are done. So I'm gonna throw this in the trash just so that I don't put it back in my desk. All right, so folder, book, folder, 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 notebook, book, book. All right, and our small items are still right there. So notice your neighbor. See if they are also doing this. If they're not, help them. If you feel like you can't help them, ask the teacher to help them. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is stack the books in the desk together, and then stack the folders in the desk together, and then place the box in the desk. So one thing that I did was I kind of made, just because this desk has so many drawers, I made different labels just to kind of help. So I'm gonna put notebooks there, all right? And I'm gonna put the small box right there. And I threw away the book label, but normally I would put the book label right here. So we are going to put our books here. And then our notebooks will go here. We can close these. And I didn't do a folder one either, so the folders will go here. And the small box, well, should have checked that. That one doesn't fit there. So what can we do? Let's see here. Well, that's the same size as all of these. So what I might need to do is switch this, because this will fit here. Perfect. And then the folders are there. So the small box will go there. And the books will go right in here. Awesome. And you know, that was tough. I had to do a little bit of problem solving. So if you were stuck, you could also ask the teacher for help. So we followed the steps and organized the desk. And these are the cue cards that you can use. We did the desk checklist, and we organized our desk. So your desk will be used with the notebook and the desk together. Will hold all of your important materials and will make learning easier. So you have to file items in your desk. And this is how your desk is used. We file items in the desk, and then we retrieve items from the desk, and we clean our desk. In the future, this is how desks will be cleaned. You will have, each week, you will have time to first clean out your notebook. After you clean out your notebook, you will then clean out your desk, and we will follow the exact same checklist as we followed today. You will use this checklist. Nice job, you guys. Nice job organizing your desk.